What's good, YouTube?
Uh-huh.
It's the Godfather Tank D.
Yeah.
Back with another video. Y'all know I got my boy Hectic the Backpacker with me.
Bars.
Listen, we about to get into this video. We decided to react to another Passport Bros video. And I think this one's going to be pretty interesting.
Ooh.
So, if y'all saw the first two videos,
Yeah.
what you would have saw was basically the news kind of like going in on your boy a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually wanted to see what he said in the original video. So if y'all missing the context, make sure you go watch the first two videos that we did on the Passport Bros.
So this is the one that got the reaction from the newscaster dude.
This is one of the ones that they were talking about.
Oh, the ones that the two women were talking about.
Right,
Okay.
right.
We're there now. All right.
Right. So we about to get into this video. Y'all let us know what you think in the comment section below. Let's get it.
I want to know what the big deal was.
What's going on, you guys? This is Auston Holleman, and I am sitting outside the gym. I'm very energized right now, and I want to bring you guys this video to tell you really quick about why I think American men should date Brazilian women. Now, I'm doing this right now. You might hear some background noise, but I had to get this out the way while it's fresh in my mind so I can give you the most genuine and real energy that I can right now. Now, number one, they have bodies that you are not used to. If you are coming from the United States, you're not going to ever convince me that you are used to being around.
The background noise right now is crazy.
Yo, I believe everything has a spiritual significance. It's like the area he's recording does not want him to be heard right now. It's like, I just wanted to get this off me.
Yo.
Shut that shit up, man.
All right, let's keep going.
Around women that are built like supermodels every day, all day, and you can't get away from it. That's just not true. If you look at the statistics, the majority of the women in the United States are overweight and fat and obese. Now, that's not all of them. I knew a few of them that were in shape. But guess what? They know that they're one of the few that's in shape, so they act like it, and they are very hard to deal with. They might as well not even exist. But you come to Brazil, there's beautiful, fit women everywhere. They're nice.
Yo. Why
wait. Are we really operating under the assumption that there are no fat women in Brazil? Is that what we're going for?
No, so... okay,
I
so
beg to differ.
Look, so it's funny because every time he start big upping the Brazilian women,
he's got it down
it's
the
like,
American women.
But it's not even that. It's like the background noise intensifies. So he's like, yeah, man. So when it comes to these Brazilian women, I'm like, yo, this dude can't even get his point across.
Oh man,
yo,
I love it.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Oh man.
And they'll be compatible with you, and they don't mind talking to you. They can't have their head up their ass because there's too many of them. You just go to the next one. Now, number two, they don't need makeup to be beautiful.
Bruh.
Yo, so what you think about the makeup comment?
Okay. So, for one, we not gonna front like Brazilian women do not wear makeup. For two, it's like, what standards of beauty are we really talking about here? Because, I mean, I was just with a dark-skinned sister, no makeup, and she's gorgeous. And she's in the United States. So it doesn't make me feel like I got to go to Brazil to find women that don't have makeup that are beautiful.
His argument is generally that's not how the women operate out here. And he also was saying that it's not just that, it's in addition to these other things, such as them being feminine and fit and all of those different things.
I guess, but I mean, for him to turn around and be like, well, you just ain't gonna find that in the United States. It's just like, yeah, you are. Well, I am. Maybe you aren't, because they ain't checking for you, but that's a whole nother thing.
No. The majority of women in Brazil look good because they eat better food here. They live a better lifestyle. They get more sunlight. They're just all around better.
That's valid.
They have a better condition of health compared to women in the States. Women in the States are consuming that processed food, bad water. All it's not that good in the States, and you can't convince me. So being an American man, you need to refuge at the United States and date somewhere else. And I'm recommending Brazil.
I don't necessarily disagree when he's talking about, they're getting better sunlight, they're getting better food, so naturally they're just more healthy. But he's not talking about health. He's talking about aesthetics. So perhaps he's just saying that Brazilian culture is like the aesthetics of your physique is the culturally thing passed down. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a part of their lifestyle is, oh, you got to, shape up in these areas. Oh, you got to do your little, donkey kicks, get that booty right. You feel?
Right.
Like, it's just a part of the way they're raised. The same way, like, we have our indoctrinations on, the stuff he's talking about, the unhealthy stuff. They got their indoctrinations based on, like, just being aesthetically a certain way.
Number 3, they show appreciation. Whenever you take them out on a date, they will say thank you. Whenever you do something nice for them, they'll say thank you. They'll thank you for being masculine. They'll thank you for being a man. They'll thank you for getting things done. Versus in the States, if you're masculine and you do what a man should do, all they're gonna do is try to bring you down and, oh, that's what you're supposed to do anyway, and they're not gonna appreciate you. They don't care about you.
Who did it? Who did it to this man, bruh?
Yo, so
which one of y'all ladies is the ex-girlfriend of? I ain't gonna do it. The ex-girlfriend who identifies as she, her, did this to this man to where he's just like, oh, they just all gonna be unappreciative and they ain't never gonna say thank you and they gonna down you every time you do some nice shit for them. You know what I'm saying? Who did it, bruh?
Yo,
we need to get her on this show.
Listen, I think he was really messing with some selfish females back in the day. I'm not gonna lie. But I do think he has a point though. I do think more so not like when you're dating, because like I find when you're dating, women to be a lot more friendly. But it's something about when you get in a relationship that there is this level of expectation that women have where it's like, yeah, well, you supposed to do this and you supposed to do this, like you owe them something. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Entitlement, yeah.
Right, that entitlement and that selfishness. And I think like, that does happen. But like as far as and again, that's all stuff that kind of changes with maturity too. Because like as you get older, a lot of that stuff kind of dies. At least it should. You know what I mean? At least it should. But I think like, back in the day, or let me rephrase, back when you're first dating, if you're coming across women that aren't appreciative and they're just like just taking and you supposed to do this and you supposed to, it's like, yo, what type of females were you attracting, dude?
Again, we're back at aesthetics. The women that live for a certain level of aesthetic are by nature entitled to everything they get. They the girls that, oh, you pretty, so you always got your hand out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just expected to get whatever I want in my hand. And here comes this guy who's like, well, I like the body on this one, so let me try to open the door up for her. And she's just like, nigga, I'm cute. That's what you supposed to do. Boom.
I like that.
Number 4, they don't give side hugs after dates. This goes with appreciation. I'm not saying a woman has to have sex with you.
They don't give side hugs.
Listen.
You nut hurt ass nigga, bruh.
Listen, let me tell you something, fellas. I don't know nothing about getting no side hug after a date, man. I'm just saying.
Wow.
I don't know what's going on with you dudes out here, like who y'all dealing with, but
no, what kind of date you gotta take a girl on for her to give you the side hug, my guy?
That's that. Oh, you're my friend. You're my buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we just kicking it. You just my homeboy. That's what that is.
You're John Simpton. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
You a John and a Simp.
Fellas, this is real talk. It's very important to establish physical boundaries at the beginning stages. And one of the ways that you do that is after a date and you're going for the hug, there's 2 type of hugs that you do. The one that you would prefer is the one by the waist.
Yes.
Okay? You gotta go by the waist. Don't go above the neck because that's too friendly. And it kind of shows that you're not as into her as, she may want you to be. So go for the waist.
Yeah.
The other one, if you are invited, you go for the ass. I'm just gonna say it.
Yes. Men, before you get to that point, break the touch barrier.
You have to.
You got to.
You have
Or you
to.
gonna be getting side hugs for the rest of your life. Let's keep going.
Right.
But I appreciate you after a date. But at least in Brazil, even if she's not into you like that, more than likely if she's not into you, she won't be going on a fucking date with you. But she'll give you a regular hug, and more than likely she's gonna give you a tongue kiss and everything. Guys, I've had women that
If she's not
if
interested?
you give some bad
If she's not interested, she's gonna give you pity love out here, my guy.
Yo.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
dick out, you're not getting a phone call back, right? So I did that in Brazil one time. I gave some bad dick out one time, and she still gave me a.
It was nice, y'all. Y'all having one? No, I'm just playing. Oh,
Wait,
my
what
goodness.
did he just say? Did
He said he
just say
gave out some bad dick. That's what he said. I gave out some bad dick.
There is under no circumstances where it's okay for you to be giving out bad D under any circumstances.
Woo!
Like-
Everyone will know.
Right. Like, I guess there's one exception to that rule. One,
What's that?
you old and been married for a little while, and just like, look, I just want a quickie real quick, and it don't really mean nothing. But when you still in the game,
Oh yeah,
That's
he's
like-
young.
that's an unforgivable sin right there, because that's your reputation.
And you
That
definitely they
matters.
want to tell the world about your. You know what? Let's keep going, bro.
hug and still tongue kiss me and still gave me this illusion that she was still into me. That's just how they are.
What?
They don't.
Illusion.
The illusion.
You want the illusion?
That's all he wants.
That's all he want.
This dude.
Number 5, they aren't afraid to make their emotions vulnerable to you. So women in the United States have this bullshit lie that they say, oh, I've been hurt, so that's why I'm getting more masculine and masculine every man I meet. Or, I used
already know
to
where this is going.
show a man that I would love him and care for him, but one man cheated on me, so now I'm going to be a bitch to every other man. No. In Brazil, I've known women that have been married 2-3 times, and they are still as feminine, still do...
Whoa, wait a minute.
Hold on.
2 or 3 times?
2 or 3 times, man. That's these are the women he's dating.
So listen, you failed in the U.S., you failed out in Brazil, and by the way, he's in Thailand now, at least from what I understand.
Yeah.
And what's bad is this just goes to show the type of people you attract, because you are what you attract. And if you're attracting failed females, does that not say something to you? Like, maybe I'm a failed man?
Look, he failed because he was getting side hugs in the States, right? And then he failed in Brazil because he's out here talking about these Brazilian women in Brazil as if Brazilian men don't exist.
Right.
And now he's off in Thailand where
He's failing there, too.
he's failing there. I got to assume that he's failing there,
Well,
too.
no. I can prove it.
Wait a minute.
So we got another video that we're going to do after this. With your boy in Thailand.
And he's fucking up in Thailand?
And he's on a date, and it ain't going too well.
I love it.
So y'all make sure y'all check out the
Love
next
it.
video after this.
My
yo.
man John Simpson.
They still give the next man what they would give the first man. The difference is, in the States, women will let a dude fuck them over for 80 years. In Brazil, you're not going to fuck a woman over for more than about 2 or 3 months before she catches on and says, okay, I'm going to the next one. That's the difference. They realize that they're not going to waste time giving all they got to the wrong man.
So
Versus
is
in
this
the
why
States,
you're failing?
They will continuously give shit to the wrong man and then say they ain't going to do it for nobody else. That's why they're going to die alone, because they're fucking stupid. Now, number 6.
He numbered them. All right, so Tank.
This is another one of those things where it's like, I completely understand their movement. Let me be very clear. I get why you have guys that are leaving the States to go find more feminine women. I understand that. However, once again, you don't have to put down or be rude to your native women. You know what I'm saying? If someone asks, okay, well, hey, why are you not with, the women in the States or whatever, you can just say, hey, well, that just wasn't for me, or better yet, I just kind of wanted to explore something outside. I'm into more exotic women or whatever. That's fine. But when you have to go out of your way to constantly talk about, oh, well, these women ain't shit and these women are like this and these women are like that, it's like, okay, listen, like, go do what you gonna do. But that don't mean you gotta be disrespecting, the women that are here.
I agree, 100%.
That's just my take on the matter.
Hey, listen, I remember one time I was with Sharice Nicole, and she said something profound. She was like, I am an African born in America. So when it comes to Africans born in America, those are my people. And when you know who you are, you understand your responsibility to your community. Right. Shout out to Sharice Nicole for that gem. And I feel like he's not embracing that. Like, for him, it's like, man, fuck them bitches. I'm over here with these Brazilian women, and I'm failing out here. And now it's fuck Brazilian women. I'm over here in Thailand with these women. Where is he going to go next? This nigga's known worldwide at this point.
Right.
Like, yo, maybe they ain't the problem. Maybe black women in America ain't the problem. Maybe the women in Brazil wasn't the problem. Maybe the women in Thailand ain't the problem. Maybe your problem's going to follow you wherever you go.
Right.
They don't ask for superficial lifestyles. Now, it might be starting to come about more, but the majority of women in Brazil realize that every fucking man on the planet can't afford to have a damn yacht and a jet, okay? In the United States, I mean, you can't deny what I'm saying. The United States, what's that song that's like, I'm gonna show you how to get an 8-figure nigga, whatever that bullshit is, okay? Those women that are making music like that, they're not the only ones thinking like that. That music is actually touching women's heads from ages 18 and up, and women 18 years old think they deserve to be in a fucking private jet.
Now, I do want to touch on this part real quick. I'm gonna try to like, not do all this stopping. But, so for the people on YouTube, you guys may not know, but back in the day, I was a music artist and producer, and I was really, really close to being signed, and it was like a big deal. I completely understand how the music industry works probably a lot better than most. And I understand that there is certain agendas that are pushed. And because of that, it does program your mind. When you hear certain things, it puts you in a certain mindset. You know what I'm saying? And we do this intentionally. You know what I'm saying? When we're crafting music and stuff like that, we want you to feel something. We want you to think a certain way, feel a certain way. That's intentional. But what also is intentional is what's getting marketing dollars behind it and what's being pushed.
And who's it being pushed by?
And two, you see what I'm saying? And I think, again, a lot of the mindset that our women have here, and not just the women, but everybody, the men too, is a lot of it does have to do with media. It does have to do with the type of music that they're hearing. You know what I'm saying? The things that they're seeing in these videos and stuff like that. I mean, it's no coincidence that, you have a song when a girl, when a woman comes out and says, I kissed a girl and I liked it. And then it goes from that to, you fast forward 10 years, you have a little Nas X running around.
Yeah, that is true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of this stuff has already been in motion for a long time. And this was actually one of the main reasons why I kind of stopped doing music, is because I remember sitting down with one of the really big wigs in the industry. Mm-hmm. And he basically made it very clear to me, was like, hey, the music that you're trying to do, it doesn't fit with the agenda that we have for the next 10 years.
Yep.
And that's a hard pill to swallow. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I had the moment like that too.
But it happens.
Hey, yo, I'm at a label, and basically they sit us all down and said and this is a label with like real hip hoppers, right? We switching up the game. Now, no, this is in the 90s, the late 90s. They say we going into the bling bling era. It's going to be about, fast cars and whips and money and all of this type of stuff, right? If you with it, you staying. If you not, there's the door. And everybody walked out. except for maybe 2 or 3 people. And they never got on. But Josh say that to say this. Early 2000s, bling bling, everything I come around your city, bling bling. I had heard the term already before the music came out.
That's wild.
For some, not from some rappers, from the people that pay the rappers.
Right.
Say we going into the bling bling era. And that was the first time I ever heard that terminology. And then a couple years later, that's all people are talking about. I got the $1 million house, got the whip on blick, got the you know what I mean? And that's where music went. But that was the plan. So I say all that to say this in reference to this guy in this video trying to, I guess, put the blame on the people, the artists that are making the music, and not the blame on the machine that's pushing it, that's behind it. It's like you got to understand that music is out for a reason. Right. And it ain't just because this little girl made a record and it was just hot. It's like that. Like it don't work that way. Somebody got to get behind it. Somebody got to put dollars behind it. You know what I mean? And then the fact that it's now affecting the masses in a way should make you want to do something about it, or at least address it the way it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to come and be like, y'all women ain't nothing because your music is talking about this and that. I'll be like, yeah, if that's the problem, how about we fix the problem?
Majority of women in Brazil, if they want you to provide, yes, they're going to want you to provide 100% of bills, but the difference is you're providing 100% and you're getting something out of it. Provide 100% of the bills in the States, and you're still going to get bitched at about sweeping the floor. It happened to me. Okay, I provide 100%.
It happened to me. There it is. That's why you nut hurt right now, my guy, because it happened to you. Maybe it's because these things were going to happen to you, whether you had the $1 million house, the yacht, the nice car, and the money. These things are just going to happen to you.
Listen. Look, all right, you know what? Let's just keep it 100.
Keep it a
real
buck,
quick,
yo.
Okay?
Keep it a buck,
Look,
yo.
Things like this only happen to niggas that allow this type of stuff to happen.
Thank you.
Because real men not going to allow a woman to just talk to them any kind of way, treat them any kind of way. That's just not going to happen. The energy is going to be there where she's not even going to want to do that. Yeah. The fact that you was with a female and she was willing to treat you like that, that tells me a lot about you. Mm-hmm. Because I guarantee you, I would never tolerate nothing like that. Mm-hmm. If I'm giving you 100% and then you come to me with the whole, oh, well, that's just what you supposed to do and I don't get nothing and I'm just supposed to be cool. Listen, I've never, ever been with a woman that treated me like that because some stuff is just unacceptable. And the thing is, like, other thing too is, man, you got to have some type of discernment. I can spot a female like that a mile away, where it's like, nah, I'm going to pass on her. She's not even worth it. And the fact that you the type of person that'll entertain somebody like that, and then she break your heart, and you like, oh, she broke my heart. I need to go to Brazil. It got that bad. This nigga had to flee. That just tell me you a weak motherfucker, man. Shit.
Talk to that nigga.
I try not to do a lot of cursing on this channel. As you know, I try to keep it clean. But this nigga right here, man, this is the definition of a weak-ass beta male. Now, once again, like I said earlier, I understand the passport bro movement. I get what the guys are trying to do and what they're trying to say. Do our women need to do better? Yes, they do. But at the same time, the men still got to be men in this motherfucker.
Yo, if you're not a part of the solution, my guy, you are part of the problem that is running from himself. He was seeing the women in the United States that was bad like that, and she's, she feisty. I like that. That's what happened. He was going for it. He was all the way with it until shit bit him in the ass.
But you got to be able to handle that though. It's one thing if you want to experiment, because look.
He looked at it like, I got money though, so that money is gonna
be enough. It's supposed to trump everything,
attitude
and that it don't work like that.
Don't work that way, and it shouldn't. To be honest,
percent of bills, and the bed wasn't even getting made. And that's not, oh, that was one person you rent. No, that's a lot of motherfuckers. I didn't do it for a lot of motherfuckers, but I would test people to see, like, oh, you know, she spent the night here, make my bed back for me. You don't want to make the fucking bed back, you lazy motherfucker. Okay, so you're scratched off the list too, guys. I scratched so many motherfuckers in the United States off the list. I came to Brazil. I haven't looked back since. And I'm not going back to the United States unless it's to visit family and close friends, and that'll be a while before that happens. I believe this is number 7. They are feminine. Sir. Femininity is a lost trait in the United States. So watch all my videos. Go look at Kevin Samuels' videos. Look at everybody's videos on YouTube, and look at how masculine these women are. These women down here still speak with a soft voice, still hold your hand, still cower to other men. They don't challenge other men. They don't try to fight other men, okay? They don't want to be fucking men. When they say down here in Brazil, they might say too, oh, you know, I don't want to need a man for anything. They're strictly talking about finances, okay? They're strictly saying they want to be financially independent because they know that, hey, a man could just up and leave you one day, which is true. But in the United States, they say they don't need a man for anything. So guess what, baby? Whenever somebody breaks into your house, don't call your homeboy, don't call your boyfriend, don't call your male cousin, don't call anybody that has a penis. Call a woman that has a vagina, and I'm not talking about a trans woman. Only call a woman that's been a female since birth. Since you don't need a man for anything, because if you call the police, a man is going to show up. You know what? Don't even buy a gun because
not always true, sir. I just had a thought. Perhaps women are more feminine in this country, or at least you perceive them as being more feminine because they're more coddling. You ever think of that? Maybe what he thinks is femininity is really coddling. They coddle him here. Oh, you're not a real nigga. Come here. Come here. It's okay. You all can't be real niggas. You know what I mean?
Made that. Men made every fucking thing. But since you don't need a man, you fight him with your own goddamn hands, you ignorant motherfucker.
He mad, bro.
They do a better, I believe it's number 8, they do a better job at accountability. In the United States, women are not accountable for shit. In Brazil, I've heard a friend say that, that they're not accountable sometimes. It's on light mode, okay?
It's not in a woman's best interest to be accountable. That's why most of them don't do it. It doesn't help them in their nature.
You got to break that down.
See, the thing is, if as men, it helps us like from a survival standpoint. Okay. Because what we start doing is we start analyzing. And when you're accountable, you start trying to figure out, okay, that went wrong, so I need to fix this and I can pivot and do this over here, because that helps us in our survival. For women, for them to continue to be protected, they have to be innocent, because men don't want to protect the non-innocent people. You see what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
So it's like for women, it's in their best interest to preserve that image of I am still wholesome and right. Therefore, you should still look out and protect me. Therefore, you should still provide for me.
But in Brazil, I'm getting a little off topic, but in Brazil, the women do take accountability. They know that in this world, you are responsible for your own actions. And last, I believe this is number 9. Let me know if I miss anything, but lastly, your currency is a lot stronger in Brazil anyway. So you're going to more than likely get put in the top 1%. I read an article a while back. I think it said 70 grand puts you in the top 3%. 70,000 US dollars puts you in the top 3% in Brazil. Okay, I was making way more than that. I'm still making more than that now. So that means I'm very well in the top 1%. So even anywhere in the world, if you're in the top 1% as far as income goes, you're going to get a different result with women anyway. But that doesn't mean that if you're in the top 20% in Brazil that you won't get a good result. There's women out here that date dudes that have regular jobs that can literally get swept up by an NFL player in the United States. With the quickness. If an NFL player saw her, she would get snatched up. And if you're in America, you should date in Brazil rather than the United States. If you date in the United States, it's complete bullshit. While I'm speaking, it was a badass white Brazilian chick.
Wow.
She's fine.
Wow.
And she's laughing because I'm in here talking to the camera, but they're everywhere down here, guys. They're everywhere. So get your passport, come to Brazil, go to Peru, go anywhere outside the United States. But I'm recommending Brazil because that's my country of choice. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and get your passports and come here because it's really that bad.
It's ironic that he says that just for the future to happen, and they run his ass out of there.
Yep. He said, everybody go get your passports, come to Brazil. And as soon as he said that shit, nigga, your name ain't good out here in Brazil. But nah, I did notice something though. The ladies that he's talking about are not necessarily black ladies. He's attracted to white women. He's attracted to other races of women. So what he's saying is he's talking about Americans in general. But then that raises the question, what percentage of the women that you're dealing with are actually black women?
I mean, I don't know. I would assume he probably dated some black women, because that's the main thing I hear him talking about usually is like the attitude that black women tend to have.
Sounds like he's been dating a lot of light-skinned women to me. It's just you know what I'm saying? Like, it just sounds like you've been dealing with light-skinnedness, man.
Man, we not going to go there. Hey, listen. We appreciate y'all for watching. Mm-hmm. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Bang.
And do all the fancy YouTube things. Hey, definitely comment below with your thoughts, man. Tell us what you think about this whole Passport Bros movement. Tell us what you think about Austin. Tell us what you think about us, how we're handling this content. You know, we definitely want to hear it. We will respond. I promise we will respond. Or if nothing else, acknowledge that we saw the comment. Yes. Okay? We're sociable, I promise you.
Yo.
But that's what we got, man. You got anything you want to say, Heck?
Look, man. If you want to be like little John Simpleton over here, then go ahead and get your passports and go to Brazil and get ran out of Brazil, and then take your passport and go to Thailand just to get ran out of Thailand. Then take your passport somewhere else, because it's so much better elsewhere than it is at home.
Well, look, man. We appreciate you guys for checking out another video from the Living Black Life podcast. I've been your host, the Godfather Tank D, with my man
Hectic the Backpacker.
And we are out.
Peace.